Hey, what up, y'all? This is Musiq Soulchild, and as always, you know I got soul.
All right. You know I got soul here with Musiq Soulchild once again.
Once again,
This new album, Feel the Real, coming out this Friday.
September 15th. Mm-hmm.
Double disc.
Double disc, 24 songs.
What excites you the most about this album?
The fact that it's coming out. It's been a long process, and finally the day is here. And I hope you guys dig it. Hope you guys appreciate it. But yeah, I put a lot of work into it. Myself and a lot of people that I worked with on the project. Shout out to everybody. That's on it.
At what point did this become a double disc? Because that's kind of a rarity these days.
Somewhere in the middle, I started thinking about, plans for the future and how much music I wanted to put out. And then I thought, but I have all of this stuff that I think is fresh that probably will never see the light of day if I don't release it. Like if I would have put out, 12 songs, I still would have had 12 songs that I wanted to put out. But then on the next album, I would have come up with 12 more songs because, the 12 songs that, I had already had have been old, So I actually had some songs. There's some songs on this album that are really, really old, but I breathed new life into them so that they don't sound like old material. But the reason why I wanted to stick with them because it was good stuff, and then this song, this song's on it that's 5 years old. This song's on it that's 5 months old. It's a combination of a lot of things. But I kind of wanted to purge and, kind of start over. And the way you do that is by getting rid of what you already have and start fresh.
This is a quick turnaround for you. Life on Earth was last year,
Right.
early last year. So what motivated you to get something out so quickly back in the market?
I got too much to do, and as a creative person, I'm becoming more and more creative. It's too much to do to be waiting around 2 years. Like, dude, like soon I'm putting out stuff every 6 months, every 3 months even if I have to. It's just way too much to do to just be, I think like that waiting years and years is like, that's kind of like an old way of doing stuff. No dissing nobody that do it that way. Just me personally, I don't know how to hold on to stuff for that long. Because I keep doing other stuff and stuff that I thought was dope never sees the light of day because I come up with new stuff. It just starts to get too much, so I just want to put stuff out.
Can you talk about the creative freedom you felt on this project? Speaking about how you were on Atlantic for all those years, and then you were with Warren Campbell for the last project, but now you're doing this one on your own. What type of freedom did you feel?
What they don't tell you is freedom come with a lot of work, So I'm definitely grateful for the freedom to call my own shots. However, you don't have the luxury of leaning on a squad of people to, put stuff in motion. So it's just you and your homeboys, like you're trying to figure it out. So it gets a little challenging sometimes. However, I do appreciate being able to see my own thoughts get put into play. And then with E1 is a definitely good ally because everybody here is, they're putting forth their best effort to make sure that we work well together, and get the stuff out. Like I couldn't have put this project out without them like this. So it's definitely dope.
I gotta say, we were so excited when we heard the first two singles, "Start Over" and "Simple Things," because
Cool.
it's almost like an R&B. You never know. Like we're getting from our legends, we're getting turned up music and trendy sounds. So it's like you get a little nervous.
Well, see, this is why I started the hustle, people, so that you don't get that. So that if I do feel the urge to do that, I do that over there. But if I want to come back to Musiq Soulchild, you ain't gotta worry about me messing with it. I may incorporate it in because that is the wave. You got to respect the new wave. Right. But I'm not finna change for nobody. But just because I don't want to change don't mean that I can't involve myself in other stuff. It's just a way of doing stuff. And I know that y'all didn't understand that then, but I had time to explain in detail. Even though I did explain, but people ain't want to hear all that. Whatever.
Right.
But the point that you just made just now was the reason why I made the decision 3 years ago.
Right.
That nobody wanted to respect, but here we are, And
it kind of makes sense looking back now because we see, like I mentioned, a lot of our favorite artists using their main brand and going in that direction, and it kind of confuses a lot of people. And really, I don't want to hear that from them, and so here we are.
Yeah.
But
la, 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 la.
But back to the singles. It was interesting how Simple Things came out first, and then Start Over, and you ended up going with Start Over. It's on Urban AC right now, rising, towards the top.
I haven't checked, but that's
Okay,
what's up. I appreciate it.
it's on the way. It's on the way. So, what made you kind of want to go with that one instead of Simple Thing? Personally, I like Simple Things a little better.
I actually sat in this room and told him I wanted to lead with Simple Things, and it came out. It did what it did. It did pretty well, But Start Over was kind of sort of the favorite, and I'm not gonna fight nobody over my music. You want to put it out? Go ahead.
Right.
It doesn't really matter to me. The fact that people even still care, like y'all even still care about a Musiq Soulchild album. Okay, you get all of this work then, However y'all want to go about it. Like, I don't have no strategy or plan. It's, whatever catches, I just follow that.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were talking off camera about the branding you've had on this album and the past one, that whole kind of jeans look to it, and all the singles are kind of consistent, the artwork and all that, and the emojis. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do the denim thing. I was just advised against it, during my Def Jam days, and I went along with it because they tried to suit me up and make me this R&B guy. And it's cool, but it just never really fit, And now that, I'm kind of on my own now, I just went back to my original plan. Just go back to the denim thing, The emoji thing is, we live in a very social media heavy reality right now. And I was kind of trying to figure out how do you, because the name of the album was Feel the Real. How do you capture a feeling in an image? And I literally woke up one day, emojis, And then the very next thought was, okay, well, emojis, well, make it a denim emoji. And then it kind of snowballed from there. Got my homeboy Sean Mack, great illustrator, to come up with, the representation of it. And then we just ran from there. And then I actually put together a whole app, for it. It's called Denim Emoji. Denim Emoji.
Okay.
Wordplay. I always mess around with this wordplay stuff. Sometimes I trip myself up. But yeah, it's available right now in the App Store and Google Play. It's available right now. And basically, it's like any other. It's like sticker based.
Right.
You copy it and you paste it. And but it's my own denim emojis, a whole bunch of different expressions. And then also have a lot of my sayings from like my songs, with a little image of me with the hat on. It's pretty cool. So It's something you can go get right now. Just trying to keep it interesting, give folks something to be entertained by, and just contribute, to the brand in however way. People's attention span is real short these days, so you got to keep throwing stuff at them. But I think it should be really cool.
Even the heart that you had on the last album that was sewn back together, it was a broken heart. I mean,
It's actually, if you notice, it's an atlas. That's what it is. It's an image of the world. So it would have otherwise been round. It would have been a globe, but I put the planet in the shape of a heart, and then the tear and sewn back together because it's called Life on Earth.
Right.
What people don't understand, the whole name, because it was too long, Life on Earth in Love. But Life on Earth just sounded better.
Right.
But that's why it's in the shape of a heart, because it's basically, I'm basically saying these are songs about what you could end up experiencing as a person living life on Earth in dealing with love and relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
So back to this new album, Feel the Real. I know you've got some collaborations on here. Can you talk about those?
Yeah. Well, the namesake of the album, Feel the Real, is featuring Marsha Ambrosius. She actually wrote the song, so I can't take credit for that, but I'm grateful that she was available to go ahead and do that. And she's also on it. I got my homeboy Willie Hen, who's actually sitting right behind you. He's on like 5 records. And 2 of them is featuring Ray Louise. Me, Willie, and Ray Louise. I don't know if you know about Ray Louise, but she's awesome, amazing, and just a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Sugar, spice, everything nice, and all that. Turn up juice, Throw it all together, you got Ray Louise. And myself, Ray Louise, and Willie Hen, we're a group, and we call ourselves Black Gold. So look out for a project from us coming soon to some ears near you. Yeah, and I got a really obscure feature from Neil deGrasse Tyson. That was so dope how that could have happened at all. And I just dig the concept of merging the two worlds, the world of science and the world of music together. And the fact that he was down with it, like, I mean, I thank you. Yeah.
Cool. The press release mentions you as a hip hop soul artist. Now I know originally they labeled you as neo soul. Are you kind of trying to rebrand yourself a bit, or?
Well, I'm not trying to rebrand. I've been branding myself as hip hop soul since day one. But everybody wanted to R&B me out. They wanted to do neo soul. They wanted, I don't know why. And I let people do it because it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. But if you're asking me, it's hip hop soul simply because those are the two main elements of my sound. Right. I come from the hip hop generation, born and raised in that time, and I was raised under the soul music era. From my parents and family members, aunts and uncles. That's all they played. Actually played instruments, actually played records, vinyl records, every day, all the time. So it's like, that's where the name Soulchild came from. Right. I'm a child of soul music, and hip-hop music and soul music has been the two main motivators for me musically. So the music that I make is hip-hop soul. Yes, I do make R&B music as well, but I don't think that I make R&B music to the degree where I am accurately categorized. I can be accurately categorized simply as an R&B artist. There's more to what I do. There's more to what I have to offer and will offer in the future. But people could choose to respect it or not. I would pray that you do, But as long as you get it and support it and pay for it, right. It doesn't really matter.
So since you're a hip hop soul artist, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is your favorite hip hop artist of all time?
Of all time?
Yes.
I don't have of all time. I don't think you can do that. It changes all the time.
Fair enough.
There's too many.
Okay.
There's too many.
All right. And then just finally, I want to talk about the label a little bit. We were excited to see you sign Mila to put out her project.
Yeah, shouts out to Mila.
Talk about that.
She's still working on her project. I ain't finna rush her. She's definitely taking the time. She got some really cool stuff. She played some stuff for me, so I'm really excited for you guys to hear her outside of the group element, because I think people just keep associating her with it. And I get it because they don't have anything else to go off of. We made an attempt not too long ago where I did a record with her, did a video, whole rollout process with that. And some people caught it. It's cool, but I feel like, that served its purpose, and now we got to take it to the next level. And, I think it's high time for her to be out on her own, and people, can get a chance to experience her as just her, and not, I'm sure she's still going to do the group songs, but I think she has a whole lot more to offer than just that, I think that as an artist, it's important for us to have those outlets and be able to express ourselves without being associated with things that we've moved on from. So any little bit that I can do to help her accomplish that, I'm here for it, and I hope that you guys receive it as well as it was intended.
Any other projects you look forward to from your label?
Willie Hen, you know what I'm saying? We're going to work on his project, get him out there. This album is, one of the things that I'm using to kind of look out on that front. But he's always doing stuff, so just follow him. Willie Hen, just follow him. Like, he's doing the most, He got a whole lot for y'all, on social media, and on the stage, on the road. I take him out sometimes just to, remind y'all that he's a thing and he's here. But he's self-operating. Right. Make no mistake about it. That dude do not need me, yo.
Cool. And just hoping for another Purple Wonder Love project.
So yeah, I do want to. No, it's definitely coming. I think I'm gonna take my time because I think I need to give people time to understand. That was my bad. I needed to give people time to understand whatever is happening, because it's new and foreign. Right. Like, people still can't process how you gonna be Musiq Soulchild and The Hustle and Purple Wonder Love. Like, they still can't put that together for whatever reason. So I'm gonna give it a minute, and and how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna spoon feed the hustle process. Because I feel like that was going to be the most challenging, because it was the newest one. I didn't really have that one figured out, but all the other ones, I haven't had those concepts in my mind since 2004. So I definitely wanted, and the reason why I want to move with the hustle, because the sound that I'm using for the hustle at least relatively, is, you know, what you would consider the current wave right now. You know, I'm definitely doing it my own way, you know, which is why it's important that people pay attention and realize that it's not what you think it is, or at least it's not what people have been calling it, you know, because it's just not that. It just has elements of it, so it may lead you to believe, but if you pay attention, you'll realize what it is exactly, you know. And I think that people were just telling on themselves by hating on it because you haven't really been paying attention. You would have noticed what it was and noticed what it wasn't, you know. So I don't really listen to a lot of the comments, you know. For those people, I'm sorry, it's going to get a whole lot more words for you and it's coming immediately. You know, I put a lot of work into this, and I'm really passionate about it. And no, it's not no game, no gimmick. I'm not doing it for attention. Ain't nobody selling out for money or nothing like that. Like, I'm an artist, you know. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. Cool. It's not for you. Cool. But you do still have this Musiq Soulchild thing you keep complaining about that you don't go support. So you got to pick a side, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Purple Wonder Love is definitely coming.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Anything you'd like to add?
No, I think I said enough.
All right, fair
I
enough.
appreciate the support. Follow me on Musiq Soulchild, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have my people running stuff because y'all are way too much. So yeah, but I just have it there because it's a useful tool. But yeah, I don't do all that connecting with my people stuff. I tried that, got my heart broken too many times. I love y'all, but I'm gonna love y'all from afar. Yeah.